I don't really get back to Australia that much anymore. I'm going back in like a couple of weeks for the first time in ages. And every time I go back there, I always go see my family doctor, because this is a doctor I've had my whole life. I really trust this guy. And my doctor in London's he's no good. And last time I was out there, I got a physical checkup done. He's doing my blood pressure, the guy in Australia, and he's like, Jim, your blood pressure's really high, mate. You're going to have to go on medication. And I went, I don't want to go on medication. And he went, well, you have to, because that's how doctors in Australia talk. And then he goes, I'll cut you a deal. Go back to London, get your blood pressure checked again, but if you get the same readout or higher, you're on medication, right? So I go back to my doctor in London, get my blood pressure checked again, get exactly the same readout that I got in Australia, and my doctor goes, oh, you're good. And I went, what? The doctor in Australia said that was too high. And he went, Australians with their salads and sport. Their standards are too high. By British standards, you're good. So I'm an unhealthy Australian, but I'm a healthy British person. I think as my health gets worse, I'm going to move to shittier countries until eventually I'm the healthiest man in Rwanda. Do you think pandas know they're Chinese and they're taking the one-child policy too serious? Ever ask a non-drinker why they don't drink? Same answer every time. You go, why don't you drink? And they go, I don't like the taste of it. Nobody does! No one likes the taste of it. We drink because we have to. No one has ever had a shot of tequila and gone, oh, that's lovely. Next time I'll have that instead of pudding. It's so Moorish. Smoking's a weird one, man. Smoking's like... I appreciate with smoking that you can't smoke indoors anymore. I think that's the right law. I think if people are working there, you can't smoke in front of them. I think it's fair enough. And it's the same law all across the world. But in Australia now, prostitution is legal. But you can't smoke in front of the hooker. Because this might be detrimental to her health. Is this really the worst thing that's happening to this woman's body on a day-to-day basis? If you pay her enough money, you can burn her. I'm not saying pour petrol on her and light her up. I'm saying heat up a bit of metal, leave a good mark, let people know you were there. Now, why I'm on the subject of burn victims? No, I wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy. It's an awful thing to happen to anyone. But I do laugh whenever there's like a house fire or a car accident or something like that, and someone gets really badly burnt, and the newsreader will be like, they're alive, but they have been burnt beyond recognition. Burnt beyond recognition. You ever seen a burn victim? Most recognizable person in a room. The term should be burnt to recognition.